needless to say, I'm incredibly excited to be stood here today. Firstly, in our brand new kitchen.
I know.
It looks amazing.
It does. It really, really does. I love it.
Very, very smart. Very homely. I wish it was my kitchen at home.
So that's exactly what I said when I walked in.
Just move in here.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, if you haven't already seen Hannah, this is our Primal chef, Hannah Anderson. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're
today.
welcome. I'm excited. I'm really excited to cook up a savoury treat.
That we've got for us today, a nice savoury
yes,
treat.
a nice savoury one.
Amazing.
Yes.
Now, Hannah, for anybody that doesn't know, we want to find out a little bit about you. Now, I will say that you co-wrote the book with Steve. Which book? Can you tell us a little bit about this?
It's the Primal Gourmet. Hopefully some of you have heard about it. So yes, Steve and I co-wrote it together, and we kind of put in all of our favourite primal recipes for everybody to enjoy at home and make themselves.
Fabulous. And are they, what kind of recipes? So if I was to buy this myself, what will I find in there?
Literally everything. We've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, sweet treats, and drinks and smoothies, really anything.
Yeah. It's, I mean, it is really tasty recipes galore. It is literally the best thing that's ever happened to my boyfriend. He always goes, he's honestly, since that book's walked into our house, our meals have changed. You know, I've been very much into, you know, nutrition and healthy eating, but I've never quite been able to make recipes that taste as good as this, and I'm quite happy to admit that. In fact, do you mind if I just pick up the back of the book?
Exactly,
I know,
yeah,
I'll keep your page, but can we just if you have a look at this, can we do it to this one? There we go. Now, Steve showed me this.
Yes.
Steve Bennett, who you co-wrote the book with, showed me this when we were getting this from other graphic designers and so on. I said, what am I looking at here? And he was like, what do you mean? I said, what am I looking at here? I said, it looks like a whole load of really nice but unhealthy recipes. He said, that's the back of mine and Hannah's book.
Yeah. So I have a lot to do with like the food photography side of things, and one of the things I really want to try and capture is the colour in the food. I just think the more appealing it looks, the more people are going to want to try it at home. And as I tell everybody out there, eating healthy does not have to be boring. So many people say this to me, and I mean, of course it's going to be boring if you've just got chicken and plain cauliflower rice. Of course it's going to be boring. You're not going to enjoy that every single day. And you've really just got to get a little bit funky in the kitchen, experiment with lots of different things. Yes, you really do. Literally just try everything. You're going to get some things that are going to work amazingly well and some things that are going to be a bit, questionable. But yeah, really, I just try and encourage everybody to just try and start cooking for themselves.
I love that, you know, make it into something fun, you know, trial, test, see what works for you, see what you enjoy. So how did healthy eating become such a big part of your life then?
So it was when I was back at university, really. I was kind of your typical student. I wasn't partying, yes, having lots of takeaways, and I kind of was just studying a lot, so I kind of reached for whatever was convenient at the time. Fitness activity levels, you'd never catch me in a gym.
Really?
Yeah, and it was, really, when I tell people that, they're kind of shocked. At PE, I always, I've lost my kit.
That old chestnut.
Yeah, that old chestnut. And it wasn't until I kind of was in my Debenham Saturday job, and I just kind of picked up one of those classic fitness DVDs, 30-day challenge one, and my colleagues were like, you'll never finish that, and I did, and to this kind of to now, I've been doing it ever since, so for a good 4 or 5 years.
Wow. It honestly sounded like you got hooked.
I did, yeah.
So would you say that one of the hardest things with what you've just mentioned there is actually the first step? So, you know, getting your trainers on, getting the DVD in your instance.
I would say it's just the first step, and as well beyond that, you've kind of just got to keep making it work for you. So I remember I started, so I obviously tried that fitness DVD. Then I got a little bit bored, but I didn't want to stop working out because I really enjoyed the feeling it was giving me, and the way my activity levels shot up. So I just experimented with YouTube fitness videos and kind of started going to the gym. I started doing weight training. I literally just mix it up
lots of variety there.
Lots of variety, because I strongly believe if you're not enjoying something, then go and do something else. Fitness, although it may appear on social media, it does not have a fitness trend. Just because somebody's going weight training doesn't mean that you necessarily have to go and weight train. Just do whatever gets you up and off the sofa, really.
I think that is a really, really interesting, very crucial point that you've just made there, Hannah,
Yeah.
actually, because you know, if you feel perhaps stuck in a rut, perhaps you're like, I've tried running, I've tried, you know, I mean, we talk about running actually having lots of strain on the joints, but you know, whatever it may be, I've tried doing this, I've gone cycling, and actually I don't enjoy it. So back on the sofa I go.
Yeah.
You know, it's easily done. I've been there. You know, we've all been there. But as you've referenced there, find something you love, and when you get bored of it, you can go to something else.
Yeah,
Go to
exactly.
something else.
Yeah. So
Mix it up.
exactly, it's just
Amazing.
mix it up and make it work for you.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
And you talk a lot about your fitness and you know, give advice and you know, information. Can you talk about where we might be able to find more about you and information that you're you know, sharing to other people?
So when I was actually at university, I kind of started up my own blog, which is hannahandfitness.com. That's andfitness.com. And yeah, I kind of just share all my favourite recipes on there, the kind of activity and fitness kind of stuff that I get up to, and just tips for a healthy lifestyle.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Amazing. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Of course, the recipe book as well, which you co-wrote with Steve, full of amazing healthy recipes. And I believe that the recipe that you're doing today is from the book. Is that right?
It is.
Okay.
And so today we're making a healthy chicken fried avocado rice. And the reason I chose this recipe is because cauliflower rice out there nowadays is very popular, but a lot of people aren't too keen on it, especially myself.
Oh, interesting. Okay, because you're not a fan of cauliflower rice yourself. Brilliant. So if you don't like cauliflower rice, but you're really trying to find that healthy alternative, then I think Hannah, I'm taking credit for this. Hannah has got a solution for you.
Yes. So this recipe for me was kind of to just kind of introduce myself to cauliflower rice. So I've popped in a bunch of ingredients to just make it really, really interesting and flavoursome, and hopefully you guys love it as much as I do. So yeah.
Brilliant. Do you know what, all the words that you've said there, interesting, flavoursome, my mouth is watering. Do you know what, Hannah, I'm
It
just desperate
smells so nice as well already with just the ingredients out there.
Okay, so talk us through what ingredients you have for us today. So if I want to make this at home, what do we need?
Okay, so we've got a head of cauliflower, which we are going to chop in our Primal Cure chopper.
Amazing.
We have then got 1 red bell pepper. We've got 2 eggs, which is going to make that scramble fried rice. We've got 1 small white onion. We've got fresh avocado, which we are going to chop up later. We've also got some frozen peas, and some spring onions and salt, pepper to taste, and some oil and soy sauce. And although soy sauce isn't as well really primal, we do encourage you to kind of go out there and read the labels, so you can get soy sauce that is less salt and less sugar. If you're really trying to be good, go and find some coconut aminos. You can get them from Holland & Barrett, kind of your health store, but if you just want to make this right now, then you've probably got some soy sauce in the cupboard, or it's probably the best option.
So basically all the ingredients that you've referenced there, we can actually quite easily get our hands on.
Exactly, yeah. So and it's not, to be honest, that expensive. It's just something that you can just pop together, and hopefully get the kids involved as well, because it's, as I keep saying, it's really flavoursome.
And the benefits, health benefits. I mean, you've got avocado here, you've got eggs. Can you talk us through some of the health benefits of what we have on the table?
So we really love our healthy fats at Primal Cure.
Sure do.
And avocado is one of the ingredients, which is the main ingredient for this recipe. And there's, of course, that's filled with healthy fats, fibre, and it's just a nourishing food, which I just think everybody should consume in their daily diet.
So it's one of Steve's top 20 superfoods, isn't it?
Exactly. That's the reason I chose that. Bell pepper, because that's got more vitamin C than an orange. So again, you've got all your vitamins and minerals in that. We've gone for cauliflower because this is going to act as our primal rice. Of course, you guys don't eat carbs, so again, that's just a great option. And really, once you work with it, it can act as a great alternative to rice.
Okay.
So yeah, I think those are the main ingredients.
Okay, right, so we're looking at a low carb, healthy, tasty alternative to, well, first of all, rice, just rice on its own, but if you're not a fan of cauliflower rice, then this is a way. Yeah, this is a way of giving you that different taste, that different boost. And I just so tell me, do we need an order? What are we doing first?
Okay, so first we're actually just going to blitz up the cauliflower in our chopper. I've already popped in half of the head in here, so we're literally just going to blitz that. Yep, so that's. See how quickly that does that as well?
I was going to say, do we not need to press it again?
No.
Okay, that's a
So that's the first lot done. And if I just pop the pan on, so in the pan we've got a tablespoon of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and then we've got a teaspoon of the soy sauce.
Brilliant. I mean, there's so many health benefits as well with olive oil that it's been used for cooking and many other reasons, actually, medicinal reasons, for centuries. Really rich, really good for you. We're talking about, we're not talking about vegetable oils. That's something completely different. Actually, it can be very dangerous. If you haven't already read up about vegetable oils, then you can do that in Steve's book, The Primal Cure. So olive oil, we're now doing what with the cauliflower then?
So I'm just going to tip this half in here. You don't want to clog it up too much. So I just do it bit by bit, and then once you
just how blitzed that already is.
I know,
that was a couple of seconds.
And a lot of blenders out there, some of them just either don't do it that quickly or do it at all, and then you kind of just end up breaking the blender because you're trying too hard.
I mean, I've had blenders. I'm sure you have as well. When you're literally stood there and you're holding the button for ages, and you're thinking, well, first of all, they're incredibly noisy. This one actually isn't.
No.
You kind of sort of get apprehensive about the noise, and then all of a sudden, so that was actually done with purpose, though, wasn't it? Steve and you yourself looked at this and thought, actually, we want something that's not super noisy, and also, I mean, just quickly, look at that there. Look at how blitzed already that cauliflower is from just the couple of seconds that you were using the blender.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not massive either. It's actually really compact.
It really is. And if you get the bigger box all together, then you've got this as well as the actual smoothie blender, which I really like, and so does my mum at home, because I don't know about you guys, but my mum always had a blender, a food processor, another bit, and now she's kind of just got everything all together, and it takes up zero room in the kitchen.
So if you perhaps don't have a great deal of worktop counter space, then I don't.
It's ideal, so ideal.
Got a poorly designed kitchen, not here. This is why we're like, can we move in here?
Yeah. Right, okay, so we are now just gonna pop this back on. And because it goes quite quickly, you've kind of just got to be a little bit careful that you don't blitz it too much.
Wow, that's kind of the polar opposite to what you typically expect.
Exactly, Okay, so we've now got all of that done. We've got our pan nice and hot, and we've mixed the olive oil with the soy sauce, and we're now just going to pop in that.
It's a nice big pan you've got there.
Yeah.
It's very sizable.
Yeah, so you kind of want a big frying pan for this one.
So you'd suggest getting something a bit more sizable?
Yeah, something that you can just kind of easily pop everything in together with.
Wonderful. Right, so look, if you want to have a look at getting one of the food processors, all you have to do is go onto the Primal Cure website. It's at the bottom of the screen. Alternatively, please do call our free number and speak to the customer service team who can help you. It's compact, it's powerful, really, really not that noisy at all, which is surprising.
Really not.
And you've just seen how quickly and effectively that's worked. Right, what are we on to next?
Okay, we're now onto the onion. We've got 2 spring onions, and I've previously chopped a whole onion there. In the book, it does say that you can do the onion first before the rice, but I kind of just like to just chuck it all in together. It really doesn't quite matter so much with the order of this. I know some recipes are really kind of strict, but I just think throw it all together and you kind of...
Quite a lot of what I've read in the book, actually, it's it's a bit of like, chuck this in, chuck that in. It's really fun, it's really colourful, it's really vibrant.
I think as well, like, that's what a lot of people struggle with when they first get into cooking, just in general, is they think it's you've got to follow everything bit by bit, and I think that's kind of what takes away the fun.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. You know, really, really strict, and you're making something that perhaps you're not really looking forward to that much.
No.
Whereas this, it's like, you know, you're throwing it in, you've got all these amazing ingredients, and you're looking forward to tasting something really, really hearty, but really healthy.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That is what it's all about. Wonderful. Right, so what are we doing now? Just mixing it all in. You've got the white onion in there, spring onion.
Yeah, and we're just going to leave that for about 5 minutes, just so it gets nice and tender. And then we can just literally pop in the pepper and the frozen peas. We're going to leave the egg kind of to the end, because that's what's going to make it the scrambled kind of fried rice. And then, of course, the avocado will go on last, because we want that to be nice and fresh still.
Do you know what? I just love avocado. This really is one of the most popular superfoods out there, and superfood is, I mean, it's essentially, I say a marketing term, but for good reason. You know, it's they've categorised it as a superfood because it's full of, as you've mentioned, all these really, really good for you healthy fats.
And I find nowadays when people kind of think of avocado, they just think of your smashed avocado on toast. And there's so many different ways you can enjoy avocado. So I don't feel pressured to kind of just go what the trend is with avocado or any type of food really. Just kind of mix it up every now and then. And to be honest, when I was making this recipe, I didn't even think to add avocado into the end. I just wanted that kind of like a little bit of creaminess, and that is what the avocado gives to this recipe.
Creamy.
Yeah.
So what would you say this is good for then? Could you package this up for work? Is it good for the family?
Yeah, definitely. So you could have this as a side, or well, I wouldn't necessarily say a side because it's got the chicken in, but yeah, you can keep this in the fridge, save it for the week ahead if you want to meal prep it on a Sunday.
Meal prepping. This is something that you do. Can you talk us through how you do it? Do you do it for the whole week?
Because I really like fresh food, I kind of meal prep till about Wednesday or Thursday, and then I kind of just go as the days when it gets towards the week. But it really saves me time, and as well, what I find so important with meal prep is that when you kind of come to the end of the week, or through the week, you're kind of craving food as soon as you get in from work because you're tired, you're aggy, you don't really want to cook. And it's just great to have your meals there ready. Yeah.
I think this is one of the biggest problems. Convenience sometimes can override what even we know as common sense.
Yeah.
You know, and when you need that craving, when you need that boost, what's the easiest thing to do? Grab something sugary, something unhealthy, and you know, you probably know that it's not very good for you, but let's be honest, we've all done it. I've done it. You know, you go home and you're like, I just need something. What can I grab that's quick and easy?
Yeah, exactly. Right, I'm now just quickly going to grab the chicken.
Just grabbing the chicken out of the fridge there. By the way, if you have just tuned in, thank you so much for joining us here. I'm with the Primal chef, Hannah.
Hello.
Hannah is cooking us up a storm in our kitchen, our brand new kitchen right now. Gorgeous, healthy chicken avocado rice.
Yes.
That's something a little bit different.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so in goes the chicken now.
In goes the chicken. So of course this is our protein, and again another key ingredient which I think we may have missed out a little bit earlier. But chicken, because it's filled with so much protein. We do say we do try and encourage people to go organic if they can, just because nowadays chicken can be filled with so much rubbish. And I don't know about you, but sometimes when I buy from Tesco's, I kind of get the chicken and like, great, pop that in the oven, kind of cook it, and it's as flat as anything. And if you just want to fill your body with goodness, you want to know that it's coming from the best source, really, don't you?
If you know you're vegetarian, can I do this in a way that, you know, was it without the chicken as well?
You don't even have to use the chicken if you don't want to. I just like to get in a little bit of protein because that fills me up, and I'm not a veggie or anything. But yeah, feel free to opt it for something else, or just completely leave it out. And
do we need to cook the chicken prior to it going into the pan?
Yes.
Okay, so that needs to be pre-cooked.
Cooked chicken.
How do you cook it? How are you doing it?
Pop it in the oven and just cook until the juices are clear.
Smells amazing.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on this. Now this is why I really love doing the cooking shows, because I actually get to eat afterwards.
Right, so I'm now just going to pop in the peas. So look, you can see the colour in there already.
It is. It's so vibrant, you know, such a variety. There's nothing boring about that, is there?
And I just think as well, when it comes to kids and getting them to eat healthy, the more colourful it is, the more inviting it is. And I think that's why they love fruit so much as well, because it's just colourful, and you can just make up, I don't know about you, but like my brothers always make up foodie games with the kids. And
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. Look, you know, the recipe book that has been written by both Hannah and Steve will give you so many options, you know, options and recipes and varieties that you'll be wanting to do them all. I mean, every night I'm sort of going back, going, what else can I try? It's fun. It is really, really fun. So much variety in there, and they really do, and I can truly vouch for it. They taste amazing.
Yeah.
They taste absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I've got so many testimonials online if you haven't already had a chance to look from customers that have bought the recipe book. Right, where are we to next?
Right, so I've now just seasoned it with a little bit of salt and pepper. It tells you all the exact ingredients in the book, so no need to...
The pepper's in there as well then, sorry,
Yeah, the peppers are in there. We pop them in just before the chicken.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, so salt and pepper when you say...
Yeah, salt
okay,
and
so
pepper.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a pepper freak, so...
So when you said pepper, I was like, wait, which pepper are we talking about now? We've got both, so...
Pepper, seasoned pepper.
The seasoned pepper, okay, right.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, feel free to add in any kind of other herbs and spices. If you really like spicy food, then try and experiment with that. I always find when it comes to food, the more herbs and spices, the better it is. Really, when people just say, what's my one tip that I should be using when I kind of cook healthy, and that is always my number one suggestion. You've got to use herbs, spices, just make it nice and flavoursome. That is really it.
Yeah, that's it. You know, you want it to taste good. You want to be able to look forward to your healthy meal. Hannah, it's smelling absolutely amazing.
It is. It's actually making my mouth water now a little bit.
Salivating.
Right, now we're going to crack in the eggs.
Fabulous. Right, so just 2 eggs for this.
Yeah,
so we've
just
got
2
our
eggs.
pepper, spring onions, white onion, chicken, cauliflower in there, and now go the eggs as well. You've also got seasoning, salt and pepper.
Yeah.
It's both kinds of pepper for you.
So as well, eggs are another great source of healthy fats, protein. I always try and include an egg a day in my diet.
Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with eggs myself. Absolutely love them.
And I kind of just I go for poached. I like to fry them in a little bit of coconut oil.
And how do you feel about using the whole egg as well? So rather than, just the egg white, what do you think to the yolk?
So this is another misconception about eggs. So many people nowadays are trying to leave out the yolk because they think it's really unhealthy for you. And it's not, it really, really isn't. And if you do actually dig deep online and kind of do some research yourself, you'll kind of realise that you should be eating the whole egg. And it makes me sad to think people just throwing the yolk away.
Total agreement.
And to be honest, that's my favourite part of the egg.
And mine.
Not the white.
There's lots of other recipes in the Primal Gourmet book that incorporate eggs and other ingredients, of course. But the whole egg, you're talking about the yolks, the egg white, they are so tasty. It's so affordable in terms of price point. I mean, look at that there. We're doing a special offer of just $9.99, and in fact we've even got an offer going that if you get the blender you get one for free, so
it's amazing.
It is amazing. So if you want to get the blender, then you'll get the Primal Gourmet book free, but if you just want to get the Gourmet book on its own, standalone, then it's $9.99. But there you can go, look at that, one-time purchase. $29.99 for that's the Slender blender Lite. So that's without the food processor, and then you get the free gourmet. But there we go, there's the food processor, the price for that as well. So $47.99. So just to clarify, you get the food processor and you get the blender as well.
Yes.
So that's a whole that's called the Slender Blender Pro. So it's actually one unit.
Yeah.
So this top bit here, which you'll see in a moment, actually converts.
So basically this is the top of the food blender once you have the bottom here, and then you literally take that off,
flip it over,
and then the blender sits in there.
I might even have, look at this, as if like magic, just so you can see.
This one we had from before.
Here's what was that from? Was that Art Attack? Here's one of Blue Peter. Here's one I made earlier.
Yeah.
So there we go, you can see the blade. I've just taken that taking it off, but actually no, tell you what.
Yeah.
Just to show you for the purpose of clicking it on. So there we go. It's really easy. Just pop it on, click it in, and there we go. And then you can use it as a blender. And then once you take the blade off, I even have, do you know what I have? I have a vacuum lid, which is even better. Look at this. It's like it was planned. It's like it was planned. In fact, I'll just show you on this one. So it's the same container, but you've got a vacuum lid, so you can actually suck out that oxygen that lasts all day then. So if you want to take this out with you, take it to work.
Yeah, which is a really great idea for just keeping it fresh.
Yeah. So that comes with the Pro. So absolutely fantastic offer there. Great at keeping your milkshakes fresh, you know, which you, again, Primal Gourmet book, full of recipes for smoothies and milkshakes as well. Okay, where are we at now?
Well, I don't know about you, but that's kind of looking like a fried rice now, isn't it? And to be honest, I think it's done.
Okay.
So if you can just keep stirring that so it doesn't kind of go...
I can't promise I'm not going to eat any of it in the meantime. So we've got just a few minutes left, so plenty of time actually for us to eat it, just throwing it out there. The avocado
now,
is being chopped.
Yeah, literally I'm now just chopping it. I've taken the skin off already. You kind of want to go for a hard avocado with this. I mean, soft is ripe, but when you're kind of peeling the avocado and you want it to look a little bit presentable, you want a hard one.
Yeah, sometimes it turns into mush when you chop it if it's too ripe, doesn't it?
So that's just one avocado, or two if you're feeling a little generous.
I'm feeling generous. I hope you are.
Yes, I am. And
this
then,
smells amazing.
once that's done, you can just...
Fabulous. So what are you doing? Just literally throwing
literally
it in?
popping it in. And now you don't want to stir it too much because otherwise it will kind of just mush in. But yeah, this is just a nice addition.
Oh, look at this. I mean, you've got that looking just like the picture on the book. How can I
I'm glad.
this to the camera?
No
the best
pressure.
way for me to do this. I'm trying to work out which way to do this. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, can I do it from there?
I think it's this.
Is it? There we go, there we go. I know, it's really hard when you do it this side. I don't know if you can you just about see the colours?
I think you can just about see it, yeah.
Right, in fact, I'm going to hold it up. There we go. Right, camera 2 is coming up. There we go.
No.
In a moment. There we go. There we go.
We made it.
We made it eventually. Look at that. It looks so similar to what you've got in the book there, obviously. Very, very colourful. Lots of colours. Greens, reds. You've got your peas, your avocados, your peppers. I'm loving it. So basically, I think we've only got one more thing to do.
Try it?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Got just a couple of minutes left.
Let's
to
dish
taste
this
away.
up then. Yeah,
Right.
so as I say, you don't want to stir it too much. Once the avocado has gone in.
Wonderful. Right, so the recipe is in the Primal Gourmet book, which is available on our website, primalcure.com, or you can call the customer service team on the free number at the bottom of the screen there, the 0800 line. It is full of healthy but tasty recipes. As I say, this one is certainly that, and I just can't wait to get my hands on it. Oh, thank you. That's me. Look at that.
That's for you.
Thank you. So today we've made healthy chicken avocado rice within the book, but be sure to check out the other recipes. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you've got them all. Hannah, you've done an amazing job today. Thank you so much. In fact, can you just remind us of the ingredients whilst I taste this?
Yeah, sure. We have got a cauliflower head in there, which again we have blitzed up in our Primal Cure Slender blender, the chopper. We've got chicken for the protein. We've got eggs again for protein and healthy fats. We've got avocado for the healthy fats as well. So the idea with the healthy fats is that it's going to keep it's going to leave you feeling fuller throughout the day. So hopefully after you have this for lunch or dinner, you're going to feel satisfied and full. And of course, you're filling your body with all those goodness ingredients. We've got a red pepper, onion and spring onion, and of course we've got our seasoning of salt and pepper, olive oil for the pan, and soy sauce. But just in case you wanted to give it a go, coconut oil, then that's perfectly fine. Doesn't have to be extra virgin olive oil. I always just try and say to people, just because you want to have a varied diet, just try with lots of the oils. So again, we obviously always say that coconut oil and extra virgin olive oil is good for you. So try whatever you want.
That's it. Yeah, lots of different ingredients that we offer here that you can incorporate into your recipes from the Primal Gourmet book. Big thank you to Hannah. In fact, Hannah, can I just lean over you very quickly? I know it's on screen as well, but make sure you get yourself a copy of the Primal Gourmet.